When we launched Justice Democrats, I told you that we were not messing around. I was fed up. I know that all of you were fed up and are fed up. And I think it's really important. I think that what we're all doing here is really important. So, of course, Justice Democrats was founded by me, Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks, and we had two top Bernie Sanders campaign officials join up with us. Because when you do something like this, if you really want to make an impact, then it's not just about talking anymore. It's not just about giving our opinions as to, hey, maybe this is the direction to go. You need boots on the ground. Boots on the ground in order to do the infrastructure work and set everything up and make it so that the framework is there for actually running candidates and for taking back the Democratic Party from the corrupt establishment. So Shoykat Chakrabarti and Zach Exley teamed up with us. And so far, because of all of you guys and the work that you've done along with us, we've been making moves, and things have been moving very, very quickly. So the idea behind what we're doing with Justice Democrats is very simple. We want to run Bernie Sanders-style Democrats. That's pretty much it. We want to run Bernie Sanders-style Democrats, and what sets them apart in that you can actually trust them is, very simply, they take zero corporate money and PAC money. That is such a huge difference because human nature is you're going to look out for your donors. I mean, when you look at the Republican Party and all the corporate Democrats, what you find is if you follow the money, oh, look at that. They're doing the bidding of their donors, whether it's helping out ExxonMobil and oil companies with oil subsidies. The Republicans do that all the time. Both parties help out big pharma and help out for-profit insurance companies. Look at how much money they get in campaign contributions from them, and then lo and behold, all their policies happen to help those people, and oftentimes at the expense of the American people. So our candidates only take money from you and raise in small dollar amounts, and so the only people they're going to represent are the people, the American people. And you know exactly what they stand for. If you go to justicedemocrats.com/platform, that's what our candidates fight for. They fight for Medicare for all. They fight for free college. They fight for a living wage. They fight for a New Deal. They fight to end the wars. So we have Bernie Sanders-style Democrats who take no corporate money and no PAC money, and we're attempting to build a movement of these people. Now, to this point, I think everything is super exciting because we're running 16 candidates. 16, that's a lot, man. 16 candidates is 16 separate campaigns, 16 separate tailor-made situations to the individual districts. And there's a lot that goes into that. You know, running these campaigns, that's not easy. There's a lot of work that's involved in doing that and getting the name out there. I mean, we might all know about these people, but that's us living in our bubble. If you're in a random district in California or wherever, it's not like you just magically know who's running as the Justice Democrat against the incumbent. No, there's a lot of groundwork that needs to be done. And what's one of the most exciting things about what we've been doing with Justice Democrats is we've been teaming with other left-wing groups. So all the time you hear from the corporate Democrats, oh, we need unity. I don't know why these fucking far leftists are, God, they're so terrible because all they're doing is attacking other people that they're supposed to agree with. And oh my goodness, why can't you just be unified? Well, what's hilarious about that argument from corporate Democrats is it's pure projection because we are unified. In fact, we're so unified, listen to the groups that we've worked with Justice Democrats. Our Revolution, Democratic Socialists for America, or of America, Democracy for America, Progressive Democrats of America, hashtag all of us, Common Defense, National Nurses United, Working Families Party, Millennials for Revolution, Labor for Our Revolution, People for Bernie, Good Jobs Nation, Young Progressives Demanding Action, Healthcare Now, Brand New Congress, Food and Water Action, Fight for 15, and Democracy Spring. So these are all populist left groups that are coming together. We are unifying. We're unifying right now. The ones who aren't unifying, that's you, the corporate Democrats, because you're insisting on continuing to be centrist, neoliberal corporatists. You want to keep taking money from corporations and PACs. You want to keep running Hillary Clinton-style candidates and Joe Manchin-style candidates in some circumstances. We're not on board with that. We're not on board with that. We're done with all the people who are responsible for the downfall of the Democratic Party. We've run candidates like that for decades now, and you get your ass handed to you when you do that. Hillary Clinton just lost to Donald Trump, and your genius solution is, hey, maybe it's because she wasn't corporatist and right-wing enough. No, we say it's because she's too far in that direction, and we have the polling data to prove it. But today is a very special day. It's a very important day because guess what? I just told you that Justice Democrats we're running 16 different candidates. That's such a preposterously high number, okay? But it's actually not the correct number. Add 13 more to that 16 number. 29 Justice Democrats candidates there now are. I crafted that sentence like I'm Yoda. 29 Justice Democrat candidates there now are. That's my Yoda impression. Now, some of these candidates are running against Republicans. Some of these candidates are running to unseat corporate Democrats. All of them are populist left. They're all fighting for Medicare for all. They're all fighting for free college. They're all fighting for a living wage. These are people who believe in Bernie Sanders' platform, Bernie Sanders' ideas. They take no corporate money and no PAC money, and that is why we desperately need you. We need you. Because, look, here's the dirty little secret about doing what we're doing. We're at a permanent institutional disadvantage. Now, I submit to you, all things being equal, media coverage, airtime, and all that being equal, we win 10 out of 10 times. No doubt about it. Because when people actually hear our ideas, they go, oh yeah, we're with those people. But the way our system works, there is a money primary. And all of our opponents can go to billionaires or corporations or PACs and just get gigantic checks. We're not doing that on principle because we know it's corrupting. We don't want our candidates to be corrupted. So the only way to make up the difference is through small dollar donations from regular people. Now, there's nothing I hate more than asking for money for anything. But this is the nature of the system we're currently in. The ultimate goal that all of our candidates support is getting money out of politics, getting clean, publicly financed elections. No more private money in politics. In a situation like that, nobody has to ask you for anything ever. But the system we have right now, we're at a permanent disadvantage because, of course, the corporate Democrats are backed by the establishment. They take corporate money, they take PAC money, they take billionaire money. The Republicans take all those too. We do not. So that means we have to try to chip away about $27 at a time like Bernie Sanders did. And it ain't easy. It's not easy. Our fundraising numbers quite often lag behind that of the corporate Democrats we're running against or the Republicans. So we need you. We need you now more than ever. Please go to justicedemocrats.com/fight. The point is, we don't have an excuse anymore. We just don't. We had an excuse for the longest time. Oh, what are we going to do? Both parties are helplessly corrupt. If this Democrat gets elected, they're still going to do half the Republican policies anyway. Wow, they don't hate black people and gay people. How progressive, you know? Like, that was your choice. Your choice was one party that sells out to Wall Street and Big Pharma, or another party that sells out to Wall Street and Big Pharma. For the longest time, you had an excuse. You had an excuse. I'm not going to go knock on doors. I'm not going to donate to anybody. I'm not even going to vote in many cases, people said. Now you have no excuse because you have your Bernie Sanders-style candidates popping up all across the country. 29 Justice Democrats. By the way, read about all of their stories because they all have amazing stories at justicedemocrats.com, and you'll love all of their stories. But now you have 29 Justice Democrats. around the country, and we need you because money needs to be raised for all of them. And when you make a donation, it's split between all of them. If you go to justicedemocrats.com/fight and you make a donation, that's split between all the candidates. So we need you now more than ever, and we don't have an excuse anymore, and it's time to work hard, and it's time to make a donation, it's time to get involved, it's time to get the word out about these candidates because the mainstream media ain't going to cover us. In fact, you know what? We spoke about that the other day. I'm going to put the thing up on the screen now. They're literally saying that we don't exist. That is literally what's happening. And I warned you, that's worst case scenario. It's not that the media hating us is worst case scenario, because oftentimes that could feed our popularity. The real scary thing is when they're indifferent and they just act like we don't exist, because then people don't know we exist. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're saying, Politico is saying Bernie Sanders, style Democrats are giving other Democrats a pass, giving the Hillary Clinton Democrats a pass. Nonsense! Absolute nonsense. Look at everything we're doing. We've worked, and you've worked, as hard as we can since the election to really primary these people. And they just ignore you. They just ignore you. Well, not anymore. Let's show them who's boss and let's win all of our races. That's why I'm doing this. We're here to win. We're not here to fucking make a statement and, we came within 8 points in that race. Isn't that? No, I want to fucking win. I want to win and there's no more excuse. JusticeDemocrats.com/fight. Let's go do this thing.